Hello everybody. Today's video is going to be, I call it, the Puppet Master. What is it actually about, calling it the Puppet Master? Well, when you elect a candidate, are you really electing a person or what? I'm going to tell you, no. You're not. You're not electing a person. What you're electing is a puppet. That's right. You're electing a puppet. Who do you think is the most powerful person, political person in the world right now? President Obama? No. He's not. Then who is? The puppet master. The one who pulls the strings. Who's that person? Well, the one we know of that we see up front is Nancy Pelosi. She's part of the puppet master. Actually, the Democratic Party is the puppet master. Obama's just their puppet. So, what then? What then? Am I saying that when you elect an individual from either the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, you are actually electing a puppet from that party? How he presents himself on the stage is what you're electing. And then the puppet master, when they win, the puppet master starts pulling the strings. For example, I'll use Obama for example. The Democratic Party. Now Obama wants to do medical reform. Did he do medical reform? He's put nothing in. But the Democratic Party has put in several plans that the puppet will sign off on. Yes. The puppet master controls the puppet. A lot of you people out there, I have come across this several times, being in the military, and because of the type of squadrons I was in, I went up and down the coast a lot. And I'll never forget this one discussion I had in North Carolina with this person. We were driving from Norfolk to North Carolina. I stopped in this little town to get some gas and started talking with this individual. And he was very unhappy with his congressman. Well, with Congress as a whole. Very unhappy. And I asked him, I said, how long has your congressman been in? And he said, oh, he's been in there a lot. I said, do you vote for him all the time? He says, yeah. I said, are you going to vote for him again? He says, yeah. I said, why? He said, because my congressman is not part of the problem. And it turns out that's not true. Because the problem is that the two parties are running Congress, not the individuals from the states. All your Congress, both the House and Senate, the President, the Vice President, your Cabinet, are all full of puppets. They have a little input to what the puppet master decides. But it's the puppet master that makes the decision. I want you to think about this. Some of you people who vote already know that. You just don't admit it up front. I mean, you talk to somebody who says, I vote Democrat or I vote Republican all the time because the party takes care of me. The party. They vote the party. And that's what they get, the party. They don't get anything different. That's why I will not affiliate myself with a party. Because I will not be a puppet led by a political party. If I'm a puppet, the American people are going to be pulling my strings. No one else. The only promise I've been making is that I will listen to the American citizen and no one else. I will do what I conclude you want and no one else. And if I can't, I will explain to you why I can't. Hopefully, you'll understand the reasons. Because there's some videos here I start off with. I know I'm going to get some of you upset, but listen to them. Listen to what I say and try to understand. See, the Declaration of Independence freed us from a tyranny, a political tyranny, a puppet master that was pulling all our strings. And we set up a government by the Constitution of the United States to keep us free from that. Benjamin Franklin said it best when asked, what type of government did I give you? I don't know whether it's true or not. History just says it could be folklore, it could be true. And he said, a republic, if you can keep it. And now we must decide. We're at a turning point in our history. Are we going to have a republic that is controlled by the people, for the people, or are we going to have a socialist government controlled by the parties, where the leaders are nothing more than puppets under the control of the puppet master, the political party? This is what I want you to think about. I don't want you to say yes or no. I want you to think about it, compare, and look. If you noticed, we were promised change, and the only change we got was that everybody who's now running the government are Democrats, not Republicans. And when you vote in a Republican, everybody you get are Republicans, not Democrats. Is that the change you want? The puppet masters change from one party to another party to another party to another party? Or do you want an individual that you, the American people, have the control over, not the political party? Just think about that and understand, yes, I'm a presidential candidate for 2012. And I'm one of you. And the only promise I make to you, the only promise, is that when you elect me, I will bring your voice, yes, your voice, to Washington, D.C. And together, we will cut the strings of the puppet master, the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, and put our Congress back in control of the people. I do need your help now, even, with upcoming elections. Don't put in the party that's there. I don't care who it is. If he's Democrat, vote him out. If he's Republican, vote him out. Put in somebody else. Send the message. They didn't get it the first time. The Democrats think, oh, they won the election. No, they got it by default. We fired everybody that was in there. Default, they were the only choice. So they got it by default. But they think you voted them in. Where the truth is, you need to start looking, and people out there need to start running as independents, free of the party control. And we need to start putting people who will represent you, the American citizen, and not a puppet that can be controlled by the puppet masters, the Republicans and Democrats parties. Thank you. This is JD. You think about what I said here, and think about what you see. You'll see I'm right. Remember, I am a presidential candidate for 2012. Pass my words on to others. If you can help, go to www.pleasecontribute, one word, .com/3531. And if you can help financially, send me a little money. $1, 50 cents, 25 cents, anything. But most of all, if you can't contribute, because I know it's hard times, pass the word. Thank you. This is JD. Have a nice day.